As much as it is a blast to play the game, I also find a lot of interest in being in a jury. You now get to decide who you're going to hand $1 million to. And it is three people who absolutely deserve $1 million. My stance has always been nobody on Survivor wins $1 million. You earned it. And anybody who is out there making your snarky comments about they didn't deserve it, well, I just challenge you. You first of all get your butt on this game and play, because nobody is being given anything. You're now in a position to really change somebody's life. I'd honestly like to give it to all three. Know that I can't. So my logic has to come into play, and whose life do I want to fundamentally change for the better? It's a heady responsibility, one I take seriously, and I hope I serve them well. I'm proud of them all. There is no snarkiness, no venom. I'm so proud of all three of them. For me, it's a big thrill. It's an honor, and I want to take the outwit, outplay, outlast seriously. And now, whom do I think did it best? To me, it means playing with some dignity, some style, some fun. Who had a good time and did it without being a slime ball? I met Ty after we had merged, and I love him as a human being. People here who have whined, I want to just beat, because Ty has been through hell and back as a Vietnamese boat refugee after the fall of Saigon. I know everybody's personal story, and nobody has suffered like Ty has suffered and still been a really decent human being. The fact that he loves animals so much and I love animals so much to the point of not eating them is enough for me to give Ty $1 million, because I feel in my mind he's going to do very noble things with it. Michelle is a lovely, beautiful young lady who loves to travel and have a good time. And if there's a crime in that, then you need your head examined, because that's what she should be doing at 22. She's been polite, gracious, she's got class. She's just a lovely young lady exploring, and I find her adventurous, her intrepidness, her manners, the girl's got it all. I have no reason not to give Michelle $1 million. I just like her, genuinely like her. Aubrey, I'm having a hard time finding a reason to give $1 million, and it comes down to one thing: your word. I realize that this is a game where some people will slit their grandmother's throat for $1 million. Well, those are people that I would never give a vote to. If you come into this game and you're willing to throw anybody, everybody under the bus just to advance your cause, I think that that's a trait you carry into your real life. And Aubrey had no problem throwing anybody, everybody under the bus. She said, "I will never, ever, ever write your name down, Debbie." And I said, "Aubrey, I will never, ever write your name down." Aubrey, here's the problem. I meant what I said in life, and I meant what I said in this game. So to you, I have to say, "E tu, Brute?" Because I know you know what that means. On the flip side with Aubrey, night 2, I saw this awkward, paranoid, neurotic girl leave her cocoon ever so painfully and slowly and break her way out. I saw this girl transform into this neurotic warrior, and I was so proud of the way she came out of her shell that I've got a good reason to give her $1 million too. I am very proud of the way Aubrey metamorphosed into this geeky girl warrior. I loved it. My decision tonight is going to be based on who, by my definition of outwit, outplay, outlast, has played what I consider to be the best game. They've all outwit, outplayed, outlasted. That's why they're up there and we're not. So that's a done deal. But I knew coming into it that I wanted somebody that I could be proud to give $1 million to. It wasn't going to be somebody who was a prick, snarky, bitter, crazy. So by my definition, it is going to be somebody who played with traits I consider to be admirable. They were loyal. They kept their word as much as you can keep your word in this game. They were pleasant. There was no hiding of necessities like hatchet, machete, etc. Somebody who played with traits like dignity, as much as you can keep them in this game. They played with a certain amount. They played with a certain amount of fortitude, and always were grateful to be here. Understood that we chose to do this crazy thing, and in spite of it all, the heat strokes, the deprivation, the starvation, there was still a certain amount of pleasantness in being with that person. That's who I'm voting for tonight. Somebody that I would actually love to be stranded on an island with for real.